Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to a match here on WWE 2K25. This is our third of four first-round matches in the SWE Hardcore Championship #1 Contendership Tournament. This one is Sandman, New Jack, and representing AAA, we've got Cibernético. So first of all, we've got the Sandman, who I completely forget sometimes, and it still bamboozles me this guy's actually in the game. He's currently on -4 after 9 matches, something we really need to use more of, considering he is on the game. And we don't know how long it's going to be, do we, really? I don't know, it's tricky, isn't it? He's obviously must have a Legends contract. So yeah, I mean, hopefully him and New Jack will be in the game for years to come, but... yeah, currently then, -4 after 9 matches, -2 from 2 this year alone. And of course, things are always difficult, because... when we make these shows, obviously, as I always say, you put the best versus the best, and especially in triple threat matches like this, 2 of those 3 people are going to lose. So you are going to continue dropping and dropping and dropping. I don't think Sandman's ranking position is ever going to be a problem for him, to be honest. I don't think he ever expects to go for the World Heavyweight Championship or anything like that. He is just here to drink some beers and kick some ass, and he's all out of beers. Let's see if we get New Jack's special entrance, because apparently you get the special entrance if you do an Extreme Rules match, but this is a customized Extreme Rules match that I've made. So this should be interesting. Are we going to get it? So New Jack himself in the ranking system is currently in 46th position on +8 from 20 matches, so he's actually doing incredibly well for himself. Complete opposite of Sandman here, really. And again, he's probably a lot higher up than where he should be, because in the grand scheme of things, he's not. I think even New Jack himself would agree that he's not the best wrestler in the world. No, we didn't get the special entrance. That's a shame. His special entrance, he comes out of a trash can full of weapons, I believe. But it only works if you utilise him in an Extreme Rules match. But because this is a custom match, even though it's Extreme Rules, I've just added... what have I added in? I think I changed the weapons, because I get frustrated when they start pulling ladders and tables and out, because I don't use them properly. Yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? So yeah, 46th position, +8 after 20s, -1 from 1 this year. And then finally then we have Cibernético, who's currently had 1 match back in 2021, and he currently sits on 0 overall. So he must have got a pinfall in that one and then lost the match himself. He's pretty cool, I like Cibernético. Would like to use more of him then, only ever utilised him once ever. And I think he's quite a legend of AAA, I believe, because he's been there. He's 50 years of age. He's been there for quite some time. I think he's only really worked there. Yeah, AAA. He debuted back in 1992. Oh, no, okay. He started working for AAA in 1995. He debuted on the independent scene in 92. And, of course, he's going all the way through. He did have a little bit in CMLL by the looks of it. He had a little run in CMLL back in 2018 to 2019 before returning back to AAA in 2021. Former Mega Champion, former 3-time Champion of Champions Championship, former Tag Team Champion alongside Conan, former Trios Champion alongside Averno and Chessman, and former CMLL Trios Champion as well, alongside The Chris and Charlie Rockstar. Who's The Chris? No idea. And Charlie Rockstar is now Charlie Manson. Okay, so he's had a long career. He's wrestled mainly in AAA, but has done bits and bobs. He also had a little run in WWE in 96 to 97, when they had a working relationship with AAA. At In Your House 12, he was at ringside for a tag team championship match between Owen Hart and the British Bulldog against Razor Ramon and Diesel. I don't know why he was there for that one, to be honest, but there you go. Cibernético and Pierrot Jr. challenged Hart and Bulldog for the tag team championships at a later show. They also defeated the New Rockers, Marty Jannetty and Leif Cassidy, otherwise known as Al Snow, on Raw. They lost to Doug Furnace and Phil LaFon by disqualification on an episode of Superstars as well. So they didn't do a huge amount. However, he was also involved in that Royal Rumble back in 1997 that involved quite a few of the AAA stars. So there we go. Cibernético's in control now of the Sandman. I don't even know who would win that. I think Cibernético probably is the better wrestler out of the three, but when it comes to an Extreme Rules match, I think the other two probably have a massive advantage. I think both New Jack and Sandman are designed perfectly in a lab for this match type. Cibernético now dumping New Jack to the outside. He's going to go and get himself some toys. Trash can right in to their head and dumping it onto the grounded body of New Jack as well. Sandman sending Cibernético face first into the apron. And now Sandman, New Jack going at it. Sandman with New Jack up on the shoulders. New Jack flies free into the DDT. And now dropping a boot right in the gut. So yeah, New Jack is the one in this match who's doing incredibly well in the ranking system. He's at +8. I mean, the other two are -4. Was it -4? What was Sandman on? Well, Cibernético's on 0 after one match, so... And Sandman was on -4 after 9. Yeah, so Sandman is down there. He's in the doldrums, but... Again, if we did a show based solely around the ranking system in Sandman versus the Blue Meanie, they're both on -4. That makes sense. Cibernético now sending Sandman. They need to... I know I've been talking about it a lot this week, but they need to add a trip animation. When you throw your opponent into a grounded person like that, they need to trip over and fall face first rather than just stopping and doing this weird, like, move. It doesn't make any sense to me. New Jack now with the strikes and a big scoop slam. There's the pin. I remember I had this DVD of New Jack on the independent scene. I can't remember where it was from, to be honest. It might be like 1PW or something like that. I can't remember what it was. And at one point in... So New Jack came out and they had surprise Bill Alfonso doing his managerial for the show, which was pretty cool as well. That was like a surprise thing for the crowd. All you heard was just the whistles blowing and Bill Alfonso came out. And then all of a sudden, it just made me laugh so much because at one point in the match, New Jack hit a suplex and he just stands there in the middle of the ring and screams at the crowd, "See, I can wrestle!" And it just made me laugh so much watching that, it really did. I think he did a couple of other bits as well. He just hit like a hip toss or he hit something else and he was just shouting about how he can wrestle and people don't appreciate it. And yeah, it's crazy, really. New Jack now just biting the fingers of the Sandman. And Cibernético round the corner, just whacks him between the eyes with the barbed wire baseball bat. So remember, we've got one more of these matches left for you today. The last one will be La Parka versus Sabu versus Jeff Hardy. And then we should have both our semi-finals for next Saturday sorted. But even after those two matches are done, don't forget we still have the When Worlds Collide pay-per-view coming this afternoon. It's going to be a big one. Chad Gable defending... No, he's not. Kurt Angle's defending the United States Championship against Chad Gable, Josh Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Eddie Guerrero goes up against Andrade. Freedom's Kairi Sane and Io Sky up against the Bella Twins for the SWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Sammy Guevara makes his first defense of the Cruiserweight Championship against Javon Evans and Leah Rush. Moose, Omos and Obafemi also in a triple threat. Rated RKO versus, I'm going to assume, Joe Exotic, the team of Joe Hendry and Mr. Iguana. And Malachi Black defends against Roman Reigns. I might move the matches around a little bit to make it flow a bit better, but that's currently what we've got lined up for you. I might just switch it around, so I don't really want to have two triple threats in a row is the reason why I might switch it around, but... New Jack taking Cibernético up in with the pile driver. And there is the pin. Referees there for the count again. We've seen so many triple threats this week where people are just not paying attention. They're too busy taunting. I wonder if that's something that I can fix in the sliders. I wonder if I can change like taunt frequency, because I get frustrated with taunt. I don't really care about people taunting, to be honest. I might have to have a look after this match and see if I can fix it. Sandman now. Oh, look at those knees right into the spine before the reverse DDT. As he now pushes the arm of New Jack into the mat and just stamping onto the hand. Cibernético now with a steel chair right across the face of the Sandman, and then New Jack stacks him up. Oh, not quite enough. Sandman now with the strikes right in the face. Sandman taking New Jack up, dropping him face first across the top rope. And now once again that reverse DDT onto the knee. And there is the elbows in the gut by New Jack. We're getting sort of to the point in the match now where we can expect to maybe see a finish. One more big maneuver could be enough to finish this one off. And look at our ring steps in the way. Cibernético taking up New Jack in with a choke slam. Sandman's there to break it up. Cibernético now slamming Sandman into the corner, runs in, and Sandman gets the boots up, blocking him off. And there's a stunner now by Cibernético. I'm quite enjoying Cibernético, to be honest. And there is a running bulldog. There's the pin now by Sandman on Cibernético. New Jack is down the outside. It's only a 2 count. Wow. Sandman now brings Cibernético back up to his feet. And now looking for a suplex of his own. Nice big vertical suplex. New Jack now brings Sandman back up. But there's a low blow. Of course, it doesn't matter. It is no disqualifications. It's just dirty, isn't it, really? Steel chair across the gut by New Jack again. Now across the spine of Cibernético's back up on his feet. Steel chair across the face. Puts him up against the ropes. New Jack going to use the ropes to his advantage to lift himself up to drop that boot right across the chest. New Jack now taking Cibernético up into the pile driver. Sandman now in control, sending New Jack into the corner. Yeah, Sandman's the one who needs this win the most, isn't he, really? And of course, if you've not watched the previous 2 matches already from today, be aware I probably am going to slip who won those matches at some point in. So if you've not watched them, make sure you go back and check them out before you finish this one off, because, well, I'll wait until after the free count. So if you want to watch up until the free count, that's absolutely fine. But then I will be discussing who won the other 2 matches, because, of course, that is going to be one of our 2 semi-finals next weekend. Cibernético now, there's a stunner once again on Sandman. New Jack's on the outside. I think he will get there in... No, he's... Oh, God. I don't think he would have got there in time. He was pretty slow. New Jack enters the ring with some steps. Sandman outside the ring looking for his patented Singapore cane. Cibernético now with the Kendo stick right across the spine of Sandman. New Jack running in with a shoulder block. And New Jack now heading up to the top. Not really known for his high-flying ability, but that was a pretty damn good headbutt. And now New Jack swinging the Singapore cane. The Kendo stick, whatever you want to call it. Sandman avoided it. Sandman now in with a jumping pile driver of his own. But Cibernético's now back up to his feet. Sandman rolls him up. Down with the strikes. There's the pin for the 1, the 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. Sandman thought he had it 1 there. Sandman, nice belly to back takedown. New Jack now with the kicks into the back of the leg of Sandman. Now taking them up. Pile driver onto the steel chair. And now a belly-to-back slam by New Jack on Cibernético as well. This is a big opportunity. Sandman's down out. If New Jack can finish off Cibernético, that would be a victory for him. But at the moment... Look at that running boot right into the face. Sandman is back up now on his feet. Just biting the fingers of Cibernético. New Jack now, look at these strikes across the face and now taking Sandman up into the sidewalk slam once again onto the steel chair. New Jack now up on top. Big dive and elbow attempted. I think he missed and hit the steel chair himself this time. Cibernético now sending Sandman over the top rope and New Jack just threw the ring steps at Cibernético. Which one of these three men is going to progress in this hardcore championship number one contendership tournament? Remember, Terry Funk will be defending the belt in a four-way match next weekend. We'll have the winners of the two semi-finals next Saturday, plus the two runners-up will get a last chance match to get themselves into that final four-way at the pay-per-view once again. New Jack now taking Cibernético up. Cibernético out the back in with a clothesline, taking down New Jack. Cibernético now taking Sandman up on the shoulders. Look at the blood that's come down the face of Cibernético, all the way down his chest and everything as well. There's the pin. He grounds and pounds Cibernético. There's the pin attempt. Oh, it's not enough. Wow. New Jack sending Sandman off the ropes. Now goes after Cibernético. Belly to belly slam again onto the steel chair. That steel chair's had a lot of action in the middle of the ring, isn't it? Sandman now with a strike in the face. Now big ones over the back as well. New Jack slides to the outside. Cibernético has a hold of Sandman. Up on the shoulders. In that power slam. New Jack in the ring now as well. And a belly-to-belly slam onto the steel chair again. I'm saying New Jack's one-dimensional here, but he's used that same maneuver several times. Sandman with the elbow in the face and a cheeky roll-up on New Jack. Cibernético is down. This could be enough. And Sandman has stole it. Sandman with a cheeky quick roll-up on New Jack has managed to pull off the victory, and Sandman, he was the one who needed this win the most. He now goes from a -4 up to a -1. Obviously 3 points for winning a triple threat in our universe mode, +1 for the win and +2 for defeating multiple opponents at once. New Jack drops down to a +7 after 21 matches. And Cibernético is now -1 after 2 matches. So yeah, very interesting match, and as I said, I am now going to discuss who won the other matches, so if you haven't seen it yet, please turn away now. So Sandman will move on to the second of our semi-finals next week, joining Penta and Masato Tanaka. What have I just done there? Okay, that's wrong. Okay. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button and nearly confused myself there. Okay. Yeah, Penta and Masato Tanaka in that second of 2 semi-finals next week. Also, we have one more person to add into that match, and that will be in our very next match coming up today in a couple of hours' time. La Parka versus Sabu versus Jeff Hardy. Looking forward to that one. It's going to be a bit more of a high-flying version. And we should see some fun stuff from that. And that will be the last of our first round matches for this weekend. And then, of course, we move into the pay-per-view. Right, I'm going to love you, leave you good night. God bless. I'll be the same. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.